Hey guys, this is Orshi from Tiny Dragon Tarot, and today we're gonna take a look at what advice the cards can give you regarding your finances, your job, your career, your studies, everything that you know that's part of that realm for the next year 2022. Everything is going to be in the description, how to find me, how to support the channel. If you think that what I'm doing is worth supporting, please like, subscribe, and comment down below how the readings resonate, because all of that helps. Also share it with other people because that helps a lot. Timestamps are always gonna be in the description for every pick a card readings, and this time I chose these resin acorns because let's hope that there's gonna be some new beginning for next year. So pile number 1, you have this glittery golden acorn. And pile number 2, you have an absolute gorgeous mica gold acorn. And pile number 3, you have this iridescent whitish, also beautiful. I mean, I love all of them, acorn. So yeah, all the timestamps are down below, and let's get started. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this little acorn and this is going to be your reading, I turned on some light because it's getting dark, unfortunately. I mean, it's winter where I live, so not surprising. Okay, so your first card is protection, and regarding anything financial, career, your job, your studies, it's a very good one, because even if the next year brings some challenges, you're protected, and that's kind of suggests to me that you're on the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm gonna get a little tea. Sorry about that, but my throat chakra is acting up. So yeah, you're protected. I'm not saying jump into anything without thinking it through twice, but if you have an opportunity, it's more about, I would say, take some risks next year, but we will see what the other cards are saying. We also have skill, which is great. Let's put this one aside here, because skill, especially if you're in school, but in life in general, this card talks about not just developing a skill, working on something, but it's that type of skill that is tailored to you. It's not a new thing. It's more about working on something that you're already, if you're not good at least you have an inkling for it, because we're all different. We all have talents and attraction in a way towards different things. Not everybody is going to be an astronaut. Not everybody is going to be a teacher. You have to know what you're good at, and this year is going to be about developing that area, working on that skill, which is great. Let's pull 2 tarot cards for that one. We have the 7 of Cups, so there are choices in this area for sure. So first, this suggests to me that some of you have no idea yet. You look at things and you're like, I might be good at taming dragons. I might be good at, I don't know, gardening or building castles or whatever. But at the moment you're like, oh, I don't know what you mean by, building on something that I'm good at. If you don't know, if you immediately don't pick up, then you had nothing when I said, because some people will immediately think about, oh, she's talking about me crocheting or something like that, or making wire jewelry. If you don't have that, then this is going to be a very good year about trying out a lot of things. So what I said about taking risks, it can be that allow yourself to experience things, try out new things to see where your talents are. And once you figure out that, hey, I'm kind of good at this and that, start working on that, start building. And yeah, we have the Page of Swords, which is sort of that newbie mentality. And I know there's a glare, so I'm gonna show you the cards here. This is a newbie mentality where you're when you need to be open-minded, when you need to be open to learn something, you know, open to fail, open to learn from mistakes you make, because obviously if you're just starting to learn something, you're not gonna be any you know, amazing whatever immediately. And even if you're doing something for a long time, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna make a mistake, because things can change, you can change. And you know, you might think that, hey, I know a lot of things about taming dragons, and then there's a new kind of dragon and you get injured because you just used what you previously learned, and you know, you didn't do your research, you didn't actually look at that species, that certain species, or that certain animal in more detail to see if they are different than your usual ones, and then you make a mistake. But you know, you're gonna be protected from making big mistakes. And actually, I'm encouraging you to, you know, go out and make mistakes, because you can learn a lot from making them. And we also have the Executive of the Vials, which is the King of Cups in the traditional one, and you're not gonna see it, so I'm gonna show it here. And this means that this year is going to be very good at working on anything and everything that's connected to your creativity and emotions, because you can come from a very emotionally mature place, which is very good, because you will need that when you're making mistakes and when you're falling. Because you know, if you don't start acting like a child and be like, oh, I failed, and now everybody is, you know, stupid because it's their fault, not mine, and stuff like that. You're not gonna be like that. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, I made a mistake, that sucks, I feel bad, but hey, this and this and this, I learned from it, and now I'm gonna, you know, try again and do better. And this is what this card is a reminder for, to don't lose sight of the positive aspect of feeling. We also have creation, and I love that, because this reminds me of Enter 39. So that could be a number for you, or that's 12, right? 3 plus 9 is 12. That's 3, which is the Empress, the creation. You know, it's good creative energy. If you're looking for a new job, there's gonna be options. You know, the Page of Swords also can talk about starting something new, that, you know, you can use your previously acquired skills to get that. But after you get a new position, you will still need to, you know, learn to get better at it. But I'm really getting this, you can create the life you want. You can take actual steps toward the life you're hoping to get this year. But for that, you have to know what you want and who you are and why you want it. Okay, because yeah, we have some 10 of Wands and a 5 of Swords, and that's quite interesting, because one of them, the 10 of Wands, is someone who takes care of all the responsibility. You know, even that doesn't even belong to them. You know, they work for others because they think that this is what they need to do. And the 5 of Swords is someone who's like, you know what, I don't care, I'm gonna do whatever is good for me and just for me. And you know, it's kind of like the two opposite. And with these two cards, I'm kind of getting, don't fall into either category. So don't work your ass off for other people, but don't just do the bare minimum where you only take care of yourself and you don't take care of your responsibilities that would, you know, require to do some extra, because that's your part from the collective responsibility. And that could be being part of a team study group where you know, you have a job, and if you just do what's your part, you're technically, you know, feeling fulfilling what is expected of you. But if you help out because you can to with other people's parts, and just help out, not do it in instead of them, then the whole project can move along much quicker and much smoother. Just like in a job where you're required to work with other people, don't do their job instead of them, because you're paid to do your job, they are paid to do theirs. But if you can help out because you see that they are struggling, that's gonna be good for you as well, because the job is gonna get done, and the higher ups are not gonna be on your neck and just be like, when are you finishing, because that's annoying. And the last 3 remaining cards, we have the Tower, which could suggest that for some of you there is a chance for a sudden change of jobs or life circumstances that will push you into a different field maybe. And unfortunately with the Tower, that usually means it's not a very good experience and it's unexpected. But because we have the protection with the lightning strike, I'm kind of getting the feeling that you will know that it's coming, so it's not going to be as unexpected. And you will know because you worked on your skills, you have backup plans. Maybe the 7 of Cups could mean have some backup plans if your main job, for example, falls through. Know where you're gonna find a new one or how to move forward from there. And the ending is awesome. We have the the number 2, which 2022, all of the 2s is gonna be very important, because the High Priestess is all about using your intuition, trusting your intuition. I love Rowena. I think she's the perfect High Priestess, by the way. And I mean, she's just so badass. I wish I could be like her. But what I meant by it, you're gonna know when something is not right anymore. The foundation is, cracking. So it's not gonna be as surprising to you as other people around you. But we have the 10 of Pentacles as the last one, which is amazing, because even when, things are gonna fall through, perhaps, you're gonna end up with the 10 of Pentacles, which is everything you ever wanted. It's financial security. It's a place where you're working on building a legacy. It's a long-term prospect. It's long-term plans. So I'm definitely seeing some necessary changes are needed, but I'm seeing you being able to aid these changes and with the creation, actively work on how you want to transform your life. So when the changes are coming, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, what am I doing? It's I have no idea what I really want in life, and what I had is gone now. I'm lost. You're not gonna be that lost, because you're gonna start working on your skills, on your options, on your emotions. So when things are happening, you're not gonna lose your cool. You're gonna be able to rationally think through things, make plans, help others if you can, and then move forward and get a very successful ending for the year, which I think it's amazing. It's not an easy one, but it's definitely a shift, and a shift for the better. So yeah, start working on skills, and if you don't know what you're good at, start finding it out, because the sooner the sooner you can start building on it and get prepared. Okay, that's all I'm seeing for you for next year. Hopefully this is useful. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below, because everything like that helps my channel out. Please share these videos with others if you think it could be useful for them. If you want, suggest pick a card reading topic. What do you want to get a reading from me on? And yeah, see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this golden acorn, then this is gonna be your reading. I'm sorry I had to turn on the lamp, so there might be some glare around here, but I will show you every card when we're going through them. So let's see what the main message is. Flow. Amazing. I mean, for such a work place, financial, career, job, blah, 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 related reading. Flow is really great because it suggests that if you're already in an area or work in an area or study something that you really like, you're gonna experience the flow state a lot of times. If you haven't read the book, by the way, it was written by Csikszentmihalyi, I think that's what's his name. It's a Hungarian descendant. How do you say that guy? Which I'm very proud of, obviously. He didn't live here, but unfortunately died. But I read the book and it's amazing, and it really talks about not just what the flow state is, but how to reach it. So I would definitely suggest you read it. And if you don't work at or study something that you really enjoy, it suggests that there's going to be a chance to change things around and reach this flow state by doing something. It can be and it should be, by the way, because we're doing a reading on, you know, financial and career and job and blah 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 related topics. It should be something related to those areas. So you're gonna find something that you enjoy, and something not just you enjoy, but that will bring in money. It could be a side hustle, it could be a second job. I hate the word hustle, why did I even say? But anyway, what to look out for is not get overwhelmed. So there's going to be a tendency to work hard because, you know, you want to reach this flow state maybe, but you want to advance. So there's going to be a chance for you to, you know, overdo things because you want to progress in a very quick way. But the flow, this card really reminds you to slow down, to enjoy life and not overdo things. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords, so there might be a tendency to overthink things and think the worst possible scenario. But what you need to think about is, or what's the good news is, that it's all in your head, you know, that most of the things that you're worried about is not real. It's just, you know, you're thinking about the worst case scenario and that's what keeps you up all night. But, you know, when we're thinking about how something can get ruined, things are usually end up getting ruined because we kind of wanted that to happen in a way. Yeah, like the Ten of Swords. So there's a progression of something ending. And I'm really getting that feeling that this ending, oh, sorry about the glare, this ending is coming. If it's, you know, if it's happening, it's because all you were thinking about is how everything can, you know, go wrong. And, you know, if you think about it too long, it's gonna happen. So there's a very, very real possibility of overwhelming yourself with this. So the first big advice for 2022 is try to be optimistic, try to handle your stress so you don't end up getting sick maybe, or, you know, just mentally exhausted and be like, okay, I'm done with everything, I don't care anymore, which is not a good place to be, obviously. And we have the four of arms in this deck, which is the Four of Swords, which is a reminder to take a break, take a nap, rest, and rejuvenate. And I'm going to put it on the Ten of Swords because I really feel like that this is a warning, in a way, and not something that you can't, you know, avoid. Because especially if you're watching this reading and I'm telling you about it, you will have this in your head. And once things are, you know, starting to get too much, you're going to be like, okay, someone somewhere told me to take a break and take care of myself, and that if you do that, this all is gonna go away. So you have the power to change things. You know, I'm just giving you the information that I'm getting from the cards, but it's not set in stones. Everything depends on how you react, what decisions you're making. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Okay, we're still, so the message is quite strong, and your spirit guides or spirit in general wants you really to pay attention to this part, because with the flow we have a full moon, we have another moon card, and the moon card is all about fears, and usually that's those kind of fears that you experience and you concentrate on during the night, you know, because when the sun is coming up there's clarity. So yeah, don't believe your 3 a.m. self, that's what I would say. Because yeah, we have the Emperor as well, so once you're, you know, taking a rest and the sun is coming up, you're gonna feel so much better. We do have, you know, the Emperor, who is a very stable and I'm gonna show you the card. It's a very stable and grounded energy, and you know, it's not gender specific, just this is just the more active part of the coin. So you know, once you woke up, you see that hey, not everything is bad, but there are some changes needed. You're gonna step into this, okay, I know what I want, let's see how things can change. I'm gonna use my foundation and I'm gonna build on it, and that's gonna bring a death moment with it. And death is not a scary card in tarot. If you ever watched the pick a card reading where the death card came up, all the readers are like, yes, we love the death card, and I do too, because the death card is all about change, a transformation. It's a slow change. It's usually something that you can't avoid. You can, you know, try to stop the change, but after a while it's gonna happen. It's not an easy thing to change, because it usually talks about something big, because this is a major arcana. But once you go through the transformation and think about the butterfly is the ultimate symbol for transformation for two reasons. It's so obvious when you see the caterpillar and the butterfly, you know, the differences. But in order to the butterfly to exist, the caterpillar has to change itself on a pretty much atomic level. You know, it turns itself into a goo and then creates something completely different out of that. I think it's just amazing, so much more cooler than how we humans, you know, just transform from one state to the other. And, you know, you can experience that, but it's not an easy thing to go through. But at the end, you're always getting a better state of mind, a being. You're gonna be so much stronger, because you're gonna realize, hey, this is shit I need to leave behind. I know I can do that. And then if you go with the flow, if you go with the flow of change, it's gonna be much easier. And your last oracle is the path. Amazing. Haha, I like that, because to me it suggests that whatever you're transforming your life, and it, like I said, because it's, you know, about jobs, career, your workplace, your studies, you might be changing jobs, or you know, you might be realizing that you need a big change in your life, and you know, you start the progress and the process in 2022, because you realize where your main where your life path is, what you need to do, who you are, and see how the road you want to take is aligning with that. And you're gonna be, you know, ready to take these steps. And the last three cards, we have the Queen of Goblets, which is the Queen of Cups. And we also have another queen. This is the Queen of Swords. And we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, Nine of Swords again. Okay, what does the Nine of Swords mean there? Let's see. Because the two queens are definitely, you know, that it's gonna come from the transformation. You're gonna grow in your emotional and your intellectual side. Those two are gonna grow with this change. You're gonna be so much wiser in how you handle your own emotions, you know, how to not hurt other people when you're hurting, for example, or how to be better at judging situations. And I think, okay, that's why the Nine of Swords is here, because when you're here in this Queen, and like I said, not gender specific, this is just the more receptive side. You know, the Kings are the more active when you want to do something, when to go out and act on your, you know, the area that when the Emperor is pretty much like all the Kings together is the more active part. The Queens are the more receptive when you're like, okay, I'm gonna just wait, see, assess, and then move. You let things happen not with you, but for you. That's what I would say. And when you're in this stage, you know, when you're this new queen and you're, and you can't see me, but I immediately, you know, pulled myself up straight, because I really feel like this is going to be a confidence that you're bringing yourself with after this transformation. You're going to be like, okay, night of, you know, sleepless nights, nightmares, I don't care, I can deal with you. You're not going to be overwhelmed and, you know, in a doomsday prophecy. Oh no, that's not the word. You know, you're not gonna immediately think about the worst. There was some word there what I wanted to say, but it's gone now. But you're gonna be like, okay, this is just a nightmare. This is just my own head trying to play tricks on me. And you're gonna be like, I don't care. I don't care. I know how to deal with you now. Which is great. And it's not necessarily talking about, you know, everyday job or you know, studies things. It's much more deeper, connected to where you are on your path and how to relate to it. And if you don't know if you're on the right path, I have a pick card for that as well if you want to look at it, because there are advices how to reach you know, your true path, and if you're on it already, how to help you with that as well, because you're gonna be on it after this transformation, which is the main thing for this year. You're gonna be in flow with your own higher self, with your own best interest, which is great. It's gonna be tough for a while, but you're gonna kick some ass and do so much better at the end of the year in the second half than how you start, which is like amazing. So hope this is useful. Please comment down below if this resonates. If it didn't, check out the other plies. Maybe there's some, you know, messages over there. Like, subscribe, and because, you know, that helps my channel. And see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this iridescent sort of acorn, then this is gonna be your reading. And I had to turn on some lights because it's getting too dark, because it's winter around here. So your main card is Enlightenment, which is interesting because this card came up in love readings as well, I think. No, there were not there, somewhere else. I know I've seen this card recently. But yeah, Enlightenment, which means you will get some information about whether it can be, you know, two things. Are you at the right place? Are you studying what you want to study or should study? Are you working where you're supposed to be working at? But I'm kind of feeling like for a job, for jobs and, you know, workplaces, you might experience some profound news or events that will change how you look at the things in life in general. And maybe for some of you it will mean that you will realize that you don't really care about building a career or whether you have the fanciest job ever, because you realize that that's not what's important in life, and you're gonna move towards a more spiritual state of being. And, you know, those readings are coming next week, so there could be some connection between those two readings. So check those out as well next week. And yeah, we have last attempt for an advice as well. And this is talking about a situation where, you know, I'm kind of getting the feeling that you're either trying to get something off the ground, like a new job, a new project, a new business for yourself, and you're kind of losing hope, and you don't see the progress, you don't see the success you hoped you would already see by now. And but this card reminds you to not give up and give everything you have for the last time, because that might be the missing piece. So don't give up, you know, just give your all, because it's gonna bring back success. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, all the Pentacles. And the Page. Okay, why are we having all the cards in this reading? That's so interesting. And I swear I shuffled the deck, so there's a progression for sure on the realms of all the earthly things, everything that's related to your, you know, day-to-day life. And interestingly, we're going from the top back to the bottom, so to speak. And what tells me is you're at a place where you know what you're doing, but you're slowly gonna realize that, okay, you need to restart some things, you need to rethink some things, because there's still a lot you can and you should learn. Which is not a bad thing, because this Knight, for example, the Knight of Pentacles, is a slow-moving, reliable person. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who nurtures other people and are able to take care of other people. So maybe because we have the last attempt, you're at a place where you right now can take care of other people, but you won't be able to for a while. And that can be scary, but all you have to do is go back to the first, you know, stage of the page. Be open to a new way of studying things, to a new way of learning, a new way of approaching whatever you're working on. And then you can, you know, repeat this process and go from the bottom to the top again. But you have to, you know, there's going to be obstacles, and you have to be persistent, not to give up. Because I'm kind of getting that, you know, enlightenment is going to come from suffering in this area, and it's not going to be fun, but you're going to learn a lot. And I know when you hear something like that, you're like, I don't want to suffer, I want everything to work out. But this is the first stage for that to happen, because once you're here, you're able to learn from your mistakes, or from not even necessary mistakes. You're going to be able to learn from how to approach something differently. Maybe you'll see the missed opportunities. That's more like it. And I like that we have the star with the neon moon deck, because this is a reminder, and also it's an Aquarius you know, card in case. We have a lot of earth, so Taurus, what's the other ones? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? That can be important, but we have the hope. We have hope, the card of hope. And this is a reminder of what I said, you know, don't give up. Have hope that things are only gonna get worse at first, then they're gonna change and get better. And don't give up. Everything what I said in one card, pretty much. Okay, let's get to other ones. Okay, interesting. We have the Five of Wands. And we also have the Three of Wands. And the Five of Wands is usually about, you know, petty arguments and conflicts. And I'm kind of feeling that this ties into this stage where you're, you know, other people might be bickering, like, hey, you used to be doing this and that, and now all you do is just work, and you're not really sure who is on your side, who's not on your side. Because if you look at this picture, you can't really see if, you know, who's fighting who. Are they even fighting? You just don't know. There's just a lot of, you know, stick waving, and you don't know. But if you look at this Three of Wands, this creature is contemplating their plans and the progress they made so far. So this is definitely tying into this page energy, and the importance that, you know, constantly check how your plans are doing. It's more about you know, getting feedback on where you are. Don't just start this new kind of, you know, way. Constantly go back and check, is it good, is it working, is it not? Let's change things, you know, tweak things when they are happening. We have fear, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Goblets, and the Empress. Okay, so with the fear, I'm getting, you know, it's gonna be scary for a while, and fear is unfortunately can be very powerful. That's why this card is highlighting that, you know, face your fears, realize where your fears are coming from, and if you can do anything about them. I'm kind of getting more of that feeling that you know, with the enlightenment as well, that you're only afraid of something if you don't know what it is. You know, the unknown is the most scariest thing. So if you run into a problem, you know, don't fall into the arms of fear. Reassess and look at it, and look at what you're seeing and react according to that. Because we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles again, who's very nurturing and very caring, and you're gonna go back. See what I said, you're gonna go back to that stage. And not just that, but we also have the King of Goblets, which is the King of Cups, and that's someone who can handle their emotions very well, who is not giving in to fear and other people's petty you know, arguments, because they know how to take care of themselves emotionally and how to take care of other people as well. And your closing card is the Empress, and I'm going to put it here so you can concentrate on that one, because the Empress is an amazingly creative and it's the creative in a real sense of the word energy, where you know what you want, you don't need anybody else to help you, and you see the goal clearly, and you're going to be able to move forward. And that's what you're going to get. Oh, if I can get it out. With this Enlightenment card as well, you know, you're going to see where you want to go, and you're going to be able to go, and you're not going to let anything stop you. You have to get humble about the things at first, you know, what's going on, it's very important not to give in to fear, not to lose hope, because things are going to get tough at first. But, you know, closing the year with the Empress regarding this matter is just amazing, because you're going to end up in a really badass place, which I love. So yeah, thank you so much for being here with me, for watching, and hopefully this was useful. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and my voice is going, so I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.